Good morning, my dear students. How are you today? Today we are going to study Unit 9, Lesson 9 on Workbook. Unit 9, Lesson 9 on Workbook. Please open your workbook, page number 64, 65. First, I'd like to remind you of the educational value for this month. Yes, Khalid Walid, what's the educational value?
Yes, teacher.
What's the educational value for this month?
Obey parents.
No. Ayub and Farid?
Time management.
Time management. Yes, as Mr. Ayman presented the educational value yesterday, he told us that it's very important to organize your time so that we can do many tasks in a very short time, as Ilari and Ayub mentioned before. So we shouldn't waste our time. We should have some goals to achieve. And as your friend said, it's one of the religious recommendations. We should save time. We shouldn't waste our time. So you will be judged in front of Allah. You will be asked about your health, about your time, about your money. Okay. Now, today we are going to have the last lesson in Unit 9. We are talking about a film review. A film review, it means writing a report about what? About your point of view concerning a film you have just watched. What points should be considered when writing a film review? If you are watching a film and you are going to write a report about this film, what points should be considered? What things should you think about when you write your point of view of a film? Yes, let's see. Who can answer? Raise your hand, please. Yes, Ayub and Farid.
I think the most important point is the storyline of the film, whether it's good or whether it's is it creative or
so the storyline or the plot. Good. Abdurrahman Zayat.
The acting of the actors and the plot and the development of the persons.
Very good. So you are talking about the actors' performance, their performance in the film. Was it good or not? Good. Let's see who can give me some more ideas. What things should be considered? Hilary.
The quality of the film itself. If it was an animation film, the quality of the animation. If it was a regular film, the quality that it's shot in. The general quality of the film.
So you are talking about photography or videoing or visual effects. Good. Yusuf Sami.
Yes.
He shouldn't be beside while reviewing.
So
and,
you are talking about your
honest.
qualities. Yes, about your qualities, about the characteristics of a good critic. But here, when you write a film review, you should think about these things. You should think about the story, as Ayub said, the storyline, the direction, the performance of actors, or as Abdurrahman Zayad said, and special effects. They can be soundtracks, production, makeup, the costume or the clothes which the actors are wearing. So these are the things or the points that should be considered when writing a film review. The story or the storyline, the direction, the performance of actors, the special effects, soundtracks, production, and makeup. We can add clothes, even clothes. Okay? Now, we are going to study and read an article, a film review. One of the students has just watched a film, and he has written his point of view concerning this film. Do you know what film is it? Here, read the review of Mustafa Al-Aqad's Al-Risala. Al-Risala in Arabic, in English, the message. Reviewing a film. Have you seen this film? Have you seen this film? Okay, I'm going to show you a short video about what the movie retailer of الرسالة by Mustafa Al-Aqad. Mustafa Al-Aqad is a Syrian producer and director. He is from Syria, but he used to live in the USA in Hollywood. Okay, let's see here the film retailer.
Muhammad is a liar.
Liar? Where's the lie and where's the truth? When it hasn't been spoken yet.
These are Arabs who have betrayed the religion of their fathers. They follow a lunatic they call a prophet.
Who's stronger now? Your master or this one God of yours? Say Hubal is your God! Say it!
To this inhumanity has come a man whom God chose. And in that we believe.
These letters from Muhammad, messenger of God, to the rulers of the world, call the world to Islam.
Muhammad, messenger of God? Who gave him this authority?
God sent Muhammad as a mercy to mankind.
We'll do now what we should have done before. Kill Muhammad.
Ali, his cousin, lay there to die for him? Who are we fighting?
They are led by greed. We are led by God.
When you're dead, Hamza, I will cut your heart out. Taste your blood.
These are the disciplines the Prophet puts upon you. You may not harm a woman, a child, or any old person. Strike only at those who have expelled you, who have stolen your rights and enriched themselves with your possessions.
So this is a movie retailer of the Arsala or the message by Mustafa Al-Aqad. It was published or it was viewed in 1977. Okay. Now, please open your workbook, page number 64. You are going to read this film review to answer these two questions. Read this review of Mustafa Al-Aqad's Ar-Risala. Have you seen this film? If yes, do you agree with this review? You have to read. Is it right or wrong? The point of view of the author or the students who has just written this film review. Do you agree with this review? Do you learn anything new about this film? When after reading this film review, have you learned something new? And if no, if you haven't seen this film, what do you think is missing from the review? Read the review, and what do you think is missing from the review? Do you want to see this film now after reading this film review? Would you like to watch this film? Okay, now I'll give you 2 minutes to read this article or this film review. Please read it quickly. As you see here, this article is divided into different paragraphs. Each paragraph has a main idea, okay? So, what's the main idea in the first paragraph? The main idea of the first paragraph. Yes, Amr Lutfi?
It's talking about what is the Risala movie and who directed it.
Yes, good. Yes, it gives us some information about the film of Risala. Good.
Yeah.
The time, the director, the producer. Good. And here, second paragraph. What is it about? Ayub al-Farid?
It's about the story plot, the storyline.
Yes, about the story.
It tells you about
Very
the
good.
storyline.
Yes, it gives us a brief note about the story or the plot. Good. Third paragraph. Third paragraph. What is the topic? What's the main idea of a third paragraph? Yusuf Sami.
Third paragraph talk about how Al-Aqad review that.
Yes, how Al-Aqad produced this film. Yes, he built a replica of the same Mecca and Medina. He built a replica, the same buildings of Mecca and Medina at that time, and it was filmed, as he said, it was filmed in Libya and Morocco. And I think it will be mentioned later. Yes, the fourth paragraph.
Morocco
What's it about?
and Libya.
The fourth paragraph. Ayub?
The fourth paragraph tells about the actors.
The actors, good. Here, how the actors performed the scenes, and there was a chemistry between them or among them. So it was, or the actors have a good relationship among them. Good. What else? The next here, the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The fifth paragraph. What is it about? The fifth paragraph. Muhammad Jalal.
Yes, teacher. It's about the places where the fan produced there and the rivers that the film won it.
Very good. So it's about what? About the composer. Composer, it means the musician, the composer of the music. The music composer or the music or the musician. Okay, so Maurice Jarre produced or wrote. He wrote different music, or he wrote music for different films. Lawrence of Arabia, Dr. Zhivago, A Passage to India, and The Message. And he was nominated an Oscar award in 1977 for Best Music. Okay. What about the last paragraph? What is it about? The last paragraph. What is the last paragraph about? Abdurrahman Radwan?
That Risala film is from the best films to today.
Yes, very good. Although it is very old, it was produced over 40 years ago, or over 40 years ago. It is still very famous, well-known, respectable. Okay, good. Thank you so much. So let's read the answers here. The first question: have you seen this film? Have you seen the film The Message or Risala? You can see here. So there are two films: an Arabic film and an English film. Have you seen this film, Zayat?
No, but I am excited to see it because I want to know about the biography of the Prophet Muhammad.
Very good, thank you. Yes, Fahmi? Yes, Ahmed Samir.
Yes, teacher. I watch it.
You watched this film before. Very good. Okay. Do you agree with this review? If you watch this film, Ahmed Samir, do you agree with this review? Is it well written?
Yes, teacher. Yes, teacher.
Okay.
Because
Did you learn anything new about the film when you after reading the article? What did you learn from the article about the film?
I learned how the Islam start and what happened in the past.
Yes,
In
good. And me too. I learned that it was for me. It was the first time that I know they filmed the film in Libya and Morocco, and they hear how the actors and all the cast worked hard to build a replica of the same towns and cities of Mecca and Medina, as if you are in this at the same age, at the same time. Okay. Now, if you haven't here Zayat hasn't seen the film. What do you think is missing from the review? Do you want to see this film now after reading the review? Do you want to see it? Yes, Abdurrahman?
Yes, I want to see it.
Okay, very good. Now, I'd like to give you another short video. You will see here how the whole cast worked hard to build this town or these old cities. Here, let's watch it. as you see here, they worked hard to build a similar or a replica of the town and city like Mecca and Medina. And there is a good relationship between the actors. Now, you are going to write a similar film review. Now, first, follow these instructions. Choose a film to review. It should be from one of the categories in the box below. So you are going to think about your favorite film. Is it animation? Is it classic? Is it box office success? Has it achieved profit or a large amount of money? Is it foreign or is it subtitled? It is written, the transcript or translation. Is it an action film? Is it a historical epic, ملحمة تاريخية? So you have to decide what kind of, or what category it is, the film. And then your review should be 170 to 200 words between this range, right? Make notes of the following before writing your review. So you should write here, what things should you consider? Should you think about the film? Acting, as you said, the storyline, acting, directing, the plot, the costumes, clothes, special effects, casting, cinematography, soundtrack. So these are the points that you should think about when you write a film review. Now, think about what was particularly interesting and or disappointing about the film. Did you like the film? Why is it interesting? You didn't like the film. Why isn't? The title of the film is, so you have to write the title of the film. It's about, here, give me a brief note about the film. It was produced by, who produced it? You have to mention the producer, the director. It's set in, where is it set in? Is it set in an imaginary place or on the moon, on the stars, in any place? The thing I liked the best about it was, what did you like? Mention the things that you like about the film. So these are the points you should think about when you write about your favorite film. Now, who can give me a hint of his favorite film? And then you can surf the net, get more information about about the film you liked. Let's listen to Khalid Walid. Yes, Khalid Walid.
Talk about the film, right?
Yes.
Okay, name of the film is Godzilla versus Kong.
Godzilla
versus Kong.
Versus Kong. Yes. So it's a foreign film or subtitled?
It's an action film.
Yes. It's of course it's written in English or it is mentioned in English. So it's a foreign film, not an Arabic film. Yes. Is it?
Yes.
It's an action film. Yes. What else?
The director is Adam Wingard.
Yes.
The cast are
where
Millie Bobby Brown, Alexander.
Yes. Where is it set? Talk about the time and the place.
March 24, 2021 in Singapore.
Singapore? Yes. Good. What's it about?
The cast.
Yes.
It's about Kong wants to find his true home.
Yes.
And there's some people wants to help him.
All right. Has the film or was the film awarded or did the film get any prizes?
No, not yet.
Not yet. So it's a new one?
Yes.
Okay. What did you like about the film? About acting, directing, plot, costumes, the sound, special effects, soundtrack?
The action in the film is very good and interesting.
So the story was very exciting, interesting, unexpected.
Yes.
Good. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Khalid, you are going to give or search for more information about the film. You have to collect more details about the film. Okay, later? Thank you. Amr Lutfi.
Yeah, talking about movie, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. The name of movie is Adolf Hitler Has Fallen.
Sorry, again?
Adolf Hitler has fallen.
Adolf Hitler has
fallen.
Fallen, yes. So the title of the film is about Adolf Hitler. Yes, what else?
Yeah, and it's an like not classic or action. It's between classic and action, not
Yes.
not specific way classic or action. And it's talking about what's happened in World War II and
Second World War,
the Second World War II, and what's the everyone in every member in the country in Germany doing in Second World War, and the different weapons they different weapons what they you ايه اللي هو كان اللي هي الأسلحة المختلفة اللي كانوا بيستخدموها في الحرب يعني.
Different weapons. Okay, Omar, or was the film about, or was the film from the point of view of the German or from the point of view in general? Here, I mean, did they honor and respect Adolf Hitler as a hero?
Yeah, it's they was respect him as a hero, and they and Hitler was an the اللي هو the اللي هو ايه القائد اللي هو
the leader,
the leader of the leader of the arm of Germany.
Did the film show how the Germans treated the Jewish?
Yeah. They was killing the judge, and they was killing them, and they hate them, and they was showing about how they killing them by
burning them?
fire. And,
yes, burning them.
What? And burning them. Yeah.
Okay. When was it produced?
Produced in 19 1999.
1999. Yes.
Yeah.
Did the film have famous actors?
No, all of them from Europe. Yeah, all of them from Europe, from Germany, and
and they speak German. And it was
they was
in English.
Yeah.
Very good.
Speaking.
Thank you, Omar. Ilari.
My best film, or my favorite film, is actually an animation film. It's called Inside Out. It's produced by Disney Films. Inside Out.
Yes.
It's produced by Disney Films and animated by Pixar Studios. I think till now it's my favorite animation film that has ever come out. Everything about the film is just on point. The title reveals just enough about what the film actually is about, but not too much so that you actually want to see the film. The film talks about it personifies different emotions and personifies them as different characters. So, for example, happiness, they personify it as joy, and the film talks about how those different emotions try to fight away the character sadness, so that it doesn't take control on the girl. They try to keep happy, but at the end of the film, they realize that sadness is an essential emotion, and they actually let her take control for a while. I think it's everything about it is great. The animation itself is great, as you can expect. Pixar Studios is a very good studio. It has animated a lot of known films like Toys, Soul, etc. All of them are great films. The character development is just great. I think, however, it's the most the weakest point of the film is its sound. I think it can do better with a better soundtrack.
You are talking about soundtrack. The music was not good.
Yes, the music. The music
Yeah.
itself wasn't good enough. I think it can do with a better one.
Very good. Did the film get any awards?
I don't think so, but it's a great film. I recommend you to watch it.
Okay, I will, inshallah. Thank you, Ilari. Yes, Muhammad Jalal.
Yes, teacher. My favorite film called Three Idiots. It's an Indian film.
Yes.
It's a comedy film, and thriller. The
Yes.
director called Rigomar Hirani is an Indian director. This film is about three friends met in the university and try to study with each other and make many problems with them doctors. And after 10 years, they come back to meet after graduating from the university and see who someone was was an engineer, and some of them, one of them was a famous scientist, and try to live with each other.
Yes, very good. What did you like about the film?
The film, yeah, it was comedy, and this was very.
Okay, where was it set?
Comedy and special effects.
Where was it?
What?
Talk about the time and the place.
It was in India, and no, it was in America. In America, in 2009.
2009, yes. Very good. Thank you, Muhammad Jalal. Yes, Munir.
Yes, teacher. My favorite film is Asal Aswad. It's an Egyptian film. It was screened in 2010. It
Yes.
tells about a person who was in America for 20 years and
Very
then
good.
came
Yes, I have seen it many times.
and
Yes.
then came to Egypt to live a difficult life, but he was able to overcome these difficulties. The cast included famous actors such as Ahmed Helmi, Edward, Inam Salusa, and Lotfi Labib.
Yusuf Dawood, yes.
It had a good soundtrack done by Omar Khayr.
Yes, very good. What did you like about the film?
Its soundtrack and storyline.
Storyline, good. It shows how intelligent is the Egyptian child. Did you see the boy who was with Ahmed Helmi?
Yes.
There is a scene that shows that the Egyptian boy is very intelligent, and he asked too many questions concerning how the Americans told us they landed on the moon, and there was the American flag was hovering or flying, although there is no air on the moon.
It's Hamasa.
Yes, thank you so much. Okay, I'd like to thank you all for presenting your favorite film. So, the task you are going to do, this is for homework. You are going to write a film review as the instructions here mentioned. You have to write a report of 170 to 200 words. Okay? You have to write your point of view. You have to mention the good points and the bad points in the film, what you liked and what you dislike. So you should be neutral, or shouldn't be biased. You should mention the good points or the negative sides or the positive sides in the film. Okay. Here, this is an example. What's the name of this film? Khalid Walid, what's the name of this film?
Which film, teacher?
You can see the photo here, June 27.
Face Off.
Face Off. Yes, it's a famous film by Travolta and Cage. Face Off. Here you give here. There are some notes about the film here. Name of the film: Face Off. Genre: action, thriller, or violence. Notes on the film: director John Woo and writer Mike Connery. Cast: John Travolta, Nicolas Cage, Joan Allen, etc. So these are the cast or the actors. Length of the film: it's 138 minutes. Producers David Permit, etc. And then U.S. distributor, screenplay, cinematography, music, soundtrack, and the film was produced in 1997, and it was acted or produced in the USA. Okay, here is a film review about Face Off. Who would like to read the first paragraph? Who would like to read?
This
Yes, Ayub Al-Farid.
The film review. Face Off is a 1997 action thriller film directed by John Woo, starring Travolta and Cage. Woo's unique stylistic approach to violence and bloodshed is clear in Face Off. Woo's smart direction makes the viewer care for the good Archer trapped in the bad Troy. The right choice of Travolta and Cage was clear since they have the same physique. Added to this, the director's ability to influence the viewers with much emotions he packed into the film. Hence, the film won the Saturn Awards for Best Directing and Writing.
Thank you, Ayub. Thanks a lot. Let's listen to Abdurrahman Radwan.
The plot of the film is complicated. It's about Archer, the FBI officer, and the criminal Castor Troy who swapped faces and
Identities. Identities.
6 years ago, Troy failed to kill Archer. Instead, Archer's young son was killed. Since then, Archer decided to avenge when the latest fight between the two leaves the criminal in a coma. Archer is forced to undergo a face transplant with Troy's features so that he can go undercover in a prison.
The person
interact with Troy's paranoid brother to learn the location of a bomb that is about to go off in Los Angeles. Meanwhile, the lead Troy recovers and took Archer's face. Then he tries to ruin Archer's life until the latter pays him back.
Thank you so much. Let's listen to Munir.
Acting was fascinating. Both Travolta and Cage invest their dual roles. Each of them uses the physical qualities to reflect the other actor's character. Chemistry was clear between all the actors. The supporting cast consists of different types of people. It includes Joan Allen as Archer's wife, Gina Gerson as Troy's old friend, Nick Cassavetes as the
Nasty, the Rich, and Colin
as Dr. Walsh.
Thank you so much. I'm going to take your